Now we'll welcome up the Connections Thespian Society. Every week we have a dramatic performance or a skit, and the reason that we do is because it allows us to see things from a different perspective than maybe we're used to. And that change of perspective, that addition of perspective, can really help us to change some areas of our lives. The words that we choose in our lives, the labels that we give ourselves, have a profound energy. As many of you know, I'm a psychic and a medium and a healer and these things, and because of that I see things that other folks say they don't. Now we all know that we have spirit guides and angels, right? And sometimes we talk to them. Let me offer you a glimpse, just a glimpse, into your spirit guide's teacher's lounge. What do spirit guides talk about to other spirit guides? We all have a different group. We may have our main guide and then our financial guide, our relationship guide. We have all these guides and they're there for us. But I'm going to offer you a glimpse into the teacher's lounge, into the behind the scenes as the guides are just talking amongst themselves.
Well, it's that time of year again.
Yep, New Year's resolutions.
Did you see her list this year?
Of course.
How much do you think she will let us help her this year?
I don't know. Hopefully more than she did last year.
I just wish that we could get her to change her words.
I hear you. It is so tough to work around those darn labels.
Well, let's take a look at her New Year's resolution list and see what we can do.
Sounds good to me. I'm so excited during this time of year.
Oh yeah? It is one of the few times that she gives herself permission to even ask herself what she wants to change or what she wants different in her life.
Well, let's see that list. What's the first thing on it?
The first thing? She says she wants more money in 2011.
Well, that's easy. Money is just energy, and energy is our playground.
I know, but she has herself convinced that money is difficult to get.
Yep, and she's identified herself with the word broke.
I know it, and her perception of this economy isn't helping either.
She looks at her bank account and all she sees is what's there.
Or what isn't there.
She's forgotten that it is just the sum total of her financial yesterdays.
We could help her create so much more if she just let us.
Last time she allowed me to bring her abundance, it was $213.75.
I know, but that was about the limit that would fit through the doorway of the words she continued to choose, like broke and just barely making it.
I tell you, if she would identify herself with new words like prosperous or even welcoming abundance, I so easily could have moved that decimal point.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been any more or less difficult for us to have brought her $2,137.50 or even $21,375, as it was for us to bring her the extra $213.75.
We were only restrained by her expectation.
Yeah, that and her ability to hear us.
I know. It's like she's afraid of hearing us, or even from her own thoughts.
She always has to have something going on to entertain her mind, it seems.
Yep, TV, radio, computer, phone calls. It's tough for us to get a word in edgewise.
I know it. And when we do finally get her attention, and she does hear us, then she excuses away the guidance she receives.
Just last week, after talking with the guides of this other human, I had a chance meeting, all lined up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We had to make her internet go down so that she would sit on the couch and listen for a minute.
I was so excited when she actually heard us say that she really needed to stay for breakfast after Connections.
Heck, I thought she was actually going to do it this time.
Yeah, then she had to go and outthink it.
Yeah, something about not being able to afford lunch or something.
Yeah, that was it. If she'd only have stayed.
It took us weeks to line up that meeting. I mean, chance encounter.
Oh, call it what it really is, divine appointment.
Yeah, that divine appointment that would have changed her whole financial future.
Well, we can always line up another one.
Yeah, maybe with this New Year's resolution, she will start identifying herself with prosperity.
Yeah, and if we're really lucky, she'll set aside a little meditation time to actually listen to us.
Oh, dare to dream. If she were to hear us,
And then take action when that little voice tells her to do something.
We could have made miracles work in her world.
her circumstances would change for the better so quickly.
And easily. Heck, we're doing most of the work anyway.
Well, she is different this year.
I know. It makes me filled up with hope for her.
Well, she has been coming to Connections, and I think that she is really on the verge of getting it.
Yes, we've seen real progress in her over the last couple of months.
Well, it is a new year.
And it is a new her.
Well, we're certainly ready and willing to do our part.
Now it's up to her. Let's see what she chooses for herself.
I have faith in her. She can do it. Now, what was the second thing on that list?
So how cool is that? Get a little glimpse into the teacher's lounge, what your guides are maybe talking about. So how cool is that? Get a little glimpse into the teacher's lounge, what your guides are maybe talking about. In life, we get ourselves so busy. So busy. We have these things that we want, and not just physical things, this feeling of peace, or improved relationships, or improved health. The things that are really, really important to us. We have them, and we want them. But taking time to listen to our guides, to actually make them happen, sometimes can be a challenge. Because Jeopardy's on. Or I have to check my email. I mean, really important stuff. I was gonna meditate and I got a phone call. And as soon as the phone call was done, I had to turn on the radio because I started to hear myself think for a second. This new year comes with it the ability to make a new you. Truly, we can make a new us, a new me, any day. Any day. But when you're surfing, it's easier if you have waves, right? It's tough to surf on a flat lake. Right now, the wave of consciousness on this planet is that of change, of renewal. That creates a good version of a tsunami to push your surfboard faster and easier than it's ever been. If I say, let's cruise down 520, let's take advantage of the free parking there at Ron John's, let's each grab our surfboards and let's go in the water, and let's lay down on this surfboard and let's paddle to Haiti. How long is that going to take? Anybody coming with me, or are folks going, good luck? Good luck, Reverend Scott. We'll send a helicopter for you in a couple days, we don't hear something. Now, how fast does a tsunami move? If there were a safe, peaceful, God version of a tsunami taken off from Cocoa Beach Pier, ready to just scoop you up, how long would it take to get to Haiti? 2 minutes? 2 hours? 20 minutes? Not long. Not long at all. And very little effort to just sit or stand on a surfboard. We all have labels. We have words that identify us. If I ask you, right now, think of, my name is blank, right? My name is, right? To yourself, it's okay. I am a male or female, right? You're getting these thoughts in your head. What I do is, financially, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being homeless, 10 being a millionaire in a mansion, I feel that I am along my spiritual path, I feel like I am, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no clue, 10 being Buddha, Jesus, highly enlightened individual on a spiritual path. On my spiritual path, I feel I am the ability I have to manifest things in my life on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being ain't gonna happen, 2 is it's about to walk in the door. My manifesting ability is a right? We all have these preconceived thoughts and ideas based upon our past experience that says this is what works for me or this is what doesn't. This is the level at which I can expect to accomplish or achieve something. I identify myself with this job or this title or this finance or this ability to say yes or no to myself. These are my relationships. Every one of those things is based solely on yesterday. Solely on yesterday. Today doesn't even enter into that. Look at how these energies change dramatically, just with the words we say. How you doing? Good. Fine. Okay. How many people show of hands like good, fine, okay? Right? Well, it's okay. I mean, good's better than bad, right? So it's something. Why do we do that? We do that for one of two reasons. Either one, we're actually doing less than good, and we're giving ourselves something to shoot for. Or we're doing way better than good, but we don't want you to feel bad, so we'll dial it down a bit, right? But what size doorway of energy does that make for your spiritual support staff, for God, for your guides to push stuff into you when you're operating with a good sized door? Right? Now, what if, just for the sake of example, I'm going to ask, how you doing? And you say, good. Okay, just to see how that feels. How you doing? Good. Good? Okay. Now, let's try this. I'm going to ask, how you doing? This time, just try it with me as an exercise. Say, live in the dream. How you doing? How much bigger is that doorway that brings stuff into you? How much bigger is that? You can change that by changing the words that you use to identify yourself. Look at the difference in this scenario. You're getting to know somebody new, or it's just the words that you're putting in your head. But what do you do? Oh, I'm retired. What does that mean? That means I'm done. I got nothing left to do. My responsibilities have ended. Now, let's say you are retired, but what do?
Living the dream.
I explore possibilities. I finally have an opportunity to live my passions. Wow, that changes a lot of energy. One is based solely in the past, and the other is in the present. The other is in what do I feel purpose and passion in doing today? Because I can do it. Doesn't change the fact that I'm retired. But when we identify ourselves with retired, we identify ourselves with how much I have in the bank is what I have, and it was all I will ever have from now and forever, amen. If instead we say, what are my passions? I'm passionate about building things. I like to build things. Who needs something built? I have purpose, I have passion, I get to enjoy something that I have spent a lifetime honing my skills on, establishing, collecting the tools of. And now I just need to attract or align myself with somebody who needs that particular skill. Right? Or maybe it's not carpentry, maybe it's healing. Maybe you're a good listener. Maybe you provide that energy of a safe harbor without judgment. When somebody is out getting whipped around in the storm, they can come in next to you and just relax. Just relax. Feel loved. Feel accepted because you allow them to feel that way. Because you create that energy. What words do you use to describe yourself? I ask you and I invite you to examine those words. Examine those feelings. Examine what that means to you. And if you're in alignment with those words, keep using them. If you're not, however, in alignment with those words, I empower you, I implore you, I pray that you choose new ones. Look at the difference in the energy of this. Someone has a physical ailment, a physical problem, and they identify themselves with, well, I'm disabled. How big is the doorway of healing? Right? But instead to say, identify yourself with, I'm a healing in progress.